What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. For those who are new to my channel, hi, my name is Taryn. This is My Life as Taryn. For everybody who's returning, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. It is 2021. So I decided to start the new year with a life update. Okay, so today is January 8th. We are officially 8 days into the new year. Like, I'm still a little bit mind blown that it is 2021. It don't really feel, I'm not sure what it's supposed to feel like. I'll just be honest, I don't really know. Not sure what it's supposed to feel like per se, but yeah, it's 2021. And so we've made it this far. We are blessed, y'all. We are super blessed. We made it into 2021, regardless of what it may feel like. We're here. If you got out of 2020, hey, you're blessed, okay? Point blank period. So I just wanted to do a life update, kind of express to y'all, because I know I talk in the vlogs, of course, that's what I do. But I don't feel like I really go into like a lot of depth, a lot of detail, because the vlogs are mostly of like what I'm doing at that moment versus what's going on behind the scenes. A lot of things y'all don't be knowing. And I was gonna do like, oh, ask me questions, but I kind of already know what y'all want to know, like with everything, of course, you know, with Bailey, with school, my relationship, you know, co-parenting, about all of that. So I wanted to give y'all like a brief update on how all of that's going, or lack thereof going, or just period. So I wanted to start off with what I learned last year. What I learned last year was to slow down. I'm being completely honest. Like, chill, relax, slow down, because I always knew tomorrow was not promised, but it really put a whole nother perspective on it. Like, I had so many plans and so many goals for 2020. Like, I wanted to start traveling, I wanted to take Bailey here, you know, I wanted to start dating, I wanted to do all these things. And I legit had like broke down a whole timeline of, okay, I'm gonna go to school, you know, for spring semester, because y'all, when pandemic happened, I was in the spring semester already this time last year. And yeah, like, I just had so many plans. Like, y'all, I started out early 2020. I was in a whole nother state when the lockdown started happening. So, you know, I was already like trying to make moves on what I was gonna do to get me to where I was trying to go. So it was crazy. It was crazy. I learned, you know, that your relationship with God needs to be beyond church. Like, it needs to be beyond a building and people. Like, that intimate connection between y'all. When I say y'all, you know, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and yourself, it needs to be like this, because there's a lot of churches that have not reopened their doors, and it's probably going to be a year, maybe even 2, before we are able to safely step into a building and be in crowds with others. So I would say, if that didn't teach you nothing, if 2020 didn't teach you nothing, nothing at all, it should have taught you that your relationship with God needs to be truly beyond a building. Like, oh yeah, I go to church every Sunday, I go to church every Wednesday. That is irrelevant. The people are the church, not the building. Because, prime example, we are living in the fact that the building is closed. I would say that's pretty much what I learned for 2020, just to relax, to chill, that I may have everything planned out, but you know, it's in God's timing, it's in His hands, and He will orchestrate it the way it's supposed to happen. And so I ain't really tripping. Like, you know, granted, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, but 2020 is what we needed, and it's still kind of going on, but you know, it's life. How is school going, y'all? Your girl is in college. I've been in college officially, I guess this would make year 2, me being in college. Yeah, this will be year 2 because I started, I took that leap of faith and I went to college as a 23-year-old. No? Yeah, I was maybe, I was 23. Yeah, I decided to go to college for the first time at age 23. I'm 25. I will be 26 next month. But that was the best decision I ever made. Like, it has expanded my world. It has expanded my way of thinking. I went to college for the first time at the age of 23 with a toddler. Y'all, Bailey was 3. Yeah, she had just turned 3 when I officially started 2019, spring 2019, y'all. So that was a huge adjustment, but everything I had been through in 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, me going to college in 2019, I kind of felt like invincible. I was like, I've been through all this stuff, I've survived all this stuff. I can go to college and I can do this, like, you know. So that was my mind frame, and I'm so happy that I did it. I'm so happy that, you know, I was like, okay, I gotta trust God, I gotta trust God. And so another thing, well, I've learned this prior to 2020, but I have to know that there's not gonna be a person I can call. There's not gonna be, you know, necessarily a place I can go to just, you know, someone make me feel better. The only person, thing, you know, that's ever gonna make me feel better is Jesus Christ. So I always have to draw near and be close to him. Like, when I'm feeling anxious, I can't just run to somebody and be like, hey, make me feel better. Can't do that. And I learned that back late 2018, early 2019, that I could not do that, which I'm glad I learned that lesson, because I'm better for it. Like, I used to walk around being like, dang, I wish I had someone to make me feel better, or, you know, I wish I had something to make me feel better. And I was making like a lot of, I would say, non-healthy decisions. School going. So school is going really good. I did have a tough semester last semester. I'm not gonna front. It was my lowest grade point average that I've had in my whole academic career, being in college. I think I had a 2.46, y'all. 2.46 GPA when I finished. You want to talk about tough? You want to talk about, like, I've never had that low of a, you know, score since I've started school. When I started school, of course, that was back 2019, and yeah, I kind of struggled, like, having to take all 4 of my classes online, not learning anything, and it was like really a huge adjustment, I think, for everybody. I'm not gonna lie, your girl struggled last semester, but I feel like going into this new semester, it's gonna be a lot different. It's gonna be better. I have like a different mind frame. I'm actually excited to take these next set of classes because your girl's trying to transfer. I've been saying that. I'm always gonna say that. I'm getting my bachelor's degree, y'all. So it didn't just stop here. Like, I'm getting a bachelor's. Like, Bailey needs to see me by time, I really feel like by the time I graduate college, like, walk down the stage, people are gonna be allowed in groups again. So yeah, like, I'll be able to actually walk with my, you know, cap and gown and all that stuff. But anyway, so yeah, I really am excited about how everything's going, and I'm just getting in preparation because I really want to transfer to the university, you know, probably be early next year. I want to have all my ducks in a row. So things have been going really good, besides, you know, the fact that my GPA was not my usual 3.7. It wasn't my usual 3.7. So co-parenting, or the lack thereof. Y'all already know, if you watch my vlogs, you already know that one, I'm divorced. I've been happily divorced for 4 full years as of last month. And, you know, I have a beautiful 5-year-old daughter. So, yeah, co-parenting, y'all already, I say this in all my videos, there's not really co-parenting, because in order to co-parent, that would imply the other parent is taking some kind of responsibility of the child, being financially, emotionally, physically, some kind of, you know, responsibility. That is not what's going on in my situation. So I don't really call co-parenting. Does he see Bailey? Sometimes. She did spend the holidays with him this year. Not this year, end of 2020, like she typically does. But you know, she's getting older and she is realizing that, hey, he says one thing and that don't happen. And so it's interesting. It is very stressful for me to have to deal with, because sis want explanations. She want answers. Like, she's trying to figure out, okay, well, daddy said this, and you know, this didn't happen, or why is he doing this? And it's tough. It really is. That's why I say, you know, having a baby daddy, I don't really like to call it that, or, you know, just raising a child without the other party there is very ghetto. It's very ghetto. It's not recommended. Anybody who is not married, you know, in a healthy marriage, let's start there, a healthy marriage, because I was married and it was not a healthy marriage at all. But anybody who's not in a healthy marriage, I would say you need to fix your foundation before you have a child, because it's a task. Like, I do everything by myself. I take care of her by myself. You know, I pay for everything she has by myself. So it's a task. So I wouldn't say not much has changed, besides the fact that I guess he is starting to realize she's getting older. Has his behavior really changed? Not really. But I do see that he's realizing that, but ain't nothing changed in that aspect. So I wouldn't, like I said, I don't call it co-parenting. He's breathing. I don't know what to say. I'm praying it does get better as she gets older. Sis is 5, y'all. She is 5 and she has a lot of questions. And my only response is call your daddy, FaceTime him, ask him these questions. Well, that's that on that. We're gonna leave that right there, y'all, right there. But you know, it's 2021. I can't say what's gonna happen by the end of 2021, early 2022. I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, raising Bailey, y'all. Raising Bailey. Y'all know she's 5. I've been taking care of her solo dolo for 5 years now, because you know, I left her dad when she was like 5 months, 6 months. Like, officially been like, this ain't gonna work. I'm done with you. Type left. So yeah, it's been 5 years of it just being us, and I would say this is a roller coaster. Having a daughter, I mean, I don't know what it's like to have a son. I'll just be quite honest. I don't know what that's like yet. I'm excited for it, but I don't know what it's like. Because of course I do want more kids. I do plan to get married. Like, I want all of that. But having a daughter is kind of stressful. Not kind. I think having kids is stressful. Let me start there. Having kids is stressful, but having a daughter, ooh, baby, that's stressful. That's really stressful. I ain't gonna front. She asks a lot of questions. She is very aware. On top of she's the only child. Yeah, it's hard. Like, she's my first kid, y'all, and so raising her, like, I have to find a school where she's gonna go for kindergarten, because she will not be going to where she goes for pre-K. But trying to figure that out, and then, like, you know, trying to explain things in a way where she understands as a child, and you know, disciplining her to where it's effective and she's learning something, you know, because I don't want to be one of those parents that just be like, oh, because I said so. I really want her to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying, and you know, so that she don't just feel like, oh, mommy's just being bossy. No, mommy's not being bossy. Mommy wants to protect you and keep you safe, and you know, I want you to know that this is strictly out of love for me being your mother, you know. So y'all, correction is so important when raising children, like constant correction. And I ain't gonna front, it's a lot. It is a lot, especially like doing it by yourself. It's a lot of correction and it's tough. But I know it's gonna be worth it one day. She'll see that, okay, mommy was really doing her best alone without, you know, help. So raising Bailey is really going good, other than, you know, the little mouthy part. Still nipping that in the bud, y'all, of course. If you don't talk back to adults, that's disrespectful. You can have a conversation, but talking back, that's not okay. It's not cute. Like, none of that. My ear itch, y'all. None of that talking back, and it's not cute, because it's cute, yeah, when she's 5, quote unquote, but when she's 15, no one's gonna think it's funny. They're gonna think it's disrespectful. So nipping in the bud, like, now is super important. And I'm like, where did all this talking back come from? All of a sudden. Not all of a sudden, it's been like a year, but still. Constant correction. So my relationship with God, y'all, is still, I feel like Christianity is a journey. It's a walk. It's something that constantly develops. I felt like our relationship, me and God's relationship, got really tight in 2020. Like really, really tight in 2020. So, and that I'm truly grateful for. It was an adjustment not going to church. I'm not gonna front. Not saying that my relationship ended. Not ended, but like some people just go to church and then, you know, the building's closed, and so therefore like it was weakened. No, because I would go to church and still, you know, spend time with the Lord, you know, on my own time too. So I feel like that just made our relationship closer and tighter and all that stuff. Our relationship is still building. Like every day, you know, I pray every day. I still, you know, read my Bible every day for the most part. It's still a development. I would say that. So ain't nothing changed on that aspect. We still good out here in the hood. My relationship status. I know y'all probably been waiting on this. Like, why y'all ain't did no video? Blah, 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 blah. Like all that stuff. My relationship with my boyfriend is going really good, y'all. I ain't not gonna front. It's going good. It's going real good. It's new. Like, not only in the fact it's new as in we're newly together, like officially together, because we dated for like a whole month before we like actually was like, oh, you gonna be my man, and oh, you gonna be my woman type stuff. So we dated, went on dates, talked for a whole month prior to. Anyway. But we've only like officially been together going on 2 months. I know a lot of people are probably like, hey, you already met his family, and like when you know, like when you in this relationship building stage and you're just like, okay, you know, like I feel like people try to be like, oh, you need a date for a year to see if you like this person. It shouldn't take you that long. Why? It should not take nobody that long to see if they want to be official with you or not. That's weird, okay? It don't take that long to see if you want to build a life with somebody or you don't. Like, it really don't take that long. Because the more time you spend with somebody, you see their characteristics and whatnot. Why would my camera die right now? Hopefully I can get a little bit more of this out. But yeah, so everything is going really, really well. I will say it's kind of an adjustment being in a healthy relationship versus what I'm used to, which is a lot of toxicness. Like all of my past relationships have been toxic, and this one is truly like extremely healthy and guys, and completely can I emphasize, completely different from what I've had to deal with and tolerate back in the day, the before Jesus day, before Christ days, like completely different. So I really like a man who respects you, respects your boundaries, who, you know, shows you off. Like, all of that is completely different. I'm not gonna front. I've never met somebody so considerate in my life. Super considerate, super respectful, super, like, you know, just caring, very family oriented as well. So it's different, y'all. It really is, but I'm so thankful for it, extremely thankful for it. It's just, it's an adjustment. But it's an adjustment going from dealing with toxic, you know, masculinity of men to a calm, you know, relaxed masculine. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that makes sense. I feel like that makes sense. It's two different things. Dealing with the calm personality, like a real chill, real, you know what, you know, but man still, like, he a man, y'all. Okay, you guys, sorry I had to like cut the camera off for a second and charge it because I really need to invest into a second battery. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that's another thing I wanted to touch on really quick, because the camera's not fully, you know, charged or whatever. I plan to do so much. Let me roll back. So my goals for 2021, like I said, I haven't planned out each, like I usually do, each little individual tidbit. I ain't did that because, you know, you saw how 2020 went. But I do still have goals. I'm gonna leave the details to God. Like, I'm gonna let him have the details, but I do have things that I do specifically want to work on for 2021 that I want to get accomplished. I've never really spoke about this, but YouTube is definitely high on my priority list, y'all. I love doing YouTube. I know, like, I don't post every single day, and I know that sometimes, you know, I don't post the 3 days I'm supposed, I put up 2, the 3 days I'm supposed to post, right? But I am avidly working on that. Wait, is it 3 days or 4 days? It's 4 days. I'm supposed to post 4 days. Whatever. Point is, I'm working on that. Last year, I, you know, worked with Marseilla from the Bells Plus 2 or The Reality of Me, whichever one you know her from. And she had been a great mentor to me. I actually was going to go to, and still am going to go to her, what's it called? YouTube house that she was doing, or is, you know, going to do. It was supposed to be at the end of this month of January, but with COVID and stuff, some other things came up. So unfortunately, I will not be going to Houston like I was supposed to at the end of this month, but it's okay because it's just postponed. It's not canceled. It's still going to happen, and I'm really excited about that. I am, yeah, like, my goals, I guess I kind of explained them throughout this video anyway, but I just didn't want to leave y'all like on a cliffhanger, like, oh, her boyfriend's so great, and yeah, so just developing my relationship with God, Bailey, you know, my man, like, just, and myself, of course, like, continuously growing those relationships. That's definitely high on my priority list of things to do, take care of for 2021. And I want to see grow, and I definitely want to see, you know, me transfer to the university and, you know, grow my YouTube channel to a higher platform, you guys. Like, y'all have no idea how much I love to do what I'm doing right now. Like, I love this job. If I could do this like full time, I'm not there yet, but I really am striving to do this full time. So yeah, that's pretty much my life update, what I got going on. Your girl is just living life. Like, being a single mom is difficult. It's hard. Being a mom, period. Let me not discredit all the moms, because being a mom, period, is hard. But being a single mom is really hard. So yeah, y'all, I just want to say, yeah, every single time I try to like wrap this video up, the camera died. Like I said, it's still not all that charged. But we're gonna work with this anyway. So like I was saying, keep God first. Everything you do, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior. Y'all, I'm so serious. Like, he changed things. He really do change things. And family's so important. Like, keep that close knit together, because at the end of the day, like, y'all see everything that's going on. Yeah. So I just want y'all to stay blessed. Y'all stay encouraged. Y'all stay in the word. Bye, y'all.